Hey, kids, how are you tonight, everybody? It's Chiller Theater. I'm Ned the Dad. Get the hand off me. Don't let it crawl yet, weirdo. Hey, here we go. Oh, that's always bad. Get back. All right, everybody, I'm Ned the Dad. This, of course, is the horrible Dr. Moreau, and you're watching Chiller Theater. How are you, Doctor?
Good day. I am fine.
Doctor. Do you remember the show Doctor?
Doctor.
Yeah, that was a great show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You and I are about the same age, 31.
The little chimpy.
We're both 31. I remember the chimp. It's horrible. Doctor was a very oh, look at that. Changing shots within the context of the show. That's a brand new experience. Did you see that? Watch. Look at that. Within the context of the booth. That's brand new because no one believes this is a booth because we cut to the shot that shows the horrible ladders and everything like that, so no one really cares, do they? All right. I talked to someone who said we haven't been hitting the plank often enough. So we will, in fact, occasionally strike the plank here and say, everybody does this. Whenever I go to some event, like I was at this thing out on Harbor Lights out there, and everybody goes, or what? Like that. So I figure I better do that. So, you know what I'm saying?
You better do that.
All right. Tell them about the movie now.
Well, The Crawling Hand, it's got Peter Breck from The Big Valley.
Peter Breck.
In it. Do you remember Linda Evans? And Skipper Alan Hale from Gilligan's Island. And Josh, watch for Donna. She's on the telephone at the space operations. She's starting an attack on a 50-foot woman, and I wish we had that one, but we don't. So don't miss Donna. Look for Donna.
All right, it's all there in The Crawling Hand. Go watch a little bit of it, and then come back, and we'll discuss. Until then, hey, we're back, everybody. Just putting on my glasses. You know what I have to do? I'm going to tell you, you may not know this, but this is makeup that I'm wearing right here. You know, if you get an itch in your nose area and you have to scratch it, like, don't cut to that shot. Well, you don't have face makeup on. You can't do anything. You get an itch, you go, and then you look like that for the next show. So it's not, you don't want to do that, do you? All right, what did you think here so far about The Crawling Hand? First of all, could they smoke more? Could there be more smoking? You know what I'm saying? This is from an era where, let's just say there was no smoking ban when they made this bad boy.
Well, there's no dancing.
No
dancing.
That is correct.
Not allowed.
Well, here's what, and we've come to discover, too, that if you go without oxygen long enough, you end up looking like David Bowie. You know what I mean? Kind of in his Ziggy Stardust period. You know what I'm saying? That was...
raccoon eyes.
Yeah, he had the raccoon thing. What do you think about this thing so far? Do you have any...
Well, I got to tell you about Sid Saylor, the malt shop owner.
Go ahead now.
He's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He was in 318 movies from 1926 to 1963. This was his last movie.
No.
And if you look him up, he's got a whole long list of playing extras.
Gee, I wonder if there's any foreshadowing about what fate might befall him in this movie.
He was bum number 2 or the waiter or...
Bum number 2.
But man, he stayed in there. He hung in there. He had a career in the movies.
How'd you like to be bum number 2? You wait your whole life for your shot in Hollywood, and you end up being bum number 2.
He's got one here. He's got some dialogue,
Yeah.
This is a great role for him.
You know what I think about this movie is we're watching the thing. When the astronaut is yelling, kill, kill, that's bad. I don't know if you've ever, you know what I'm saying? At the point where that starts to happen, where they begin the yelling, kill, kill, just out of nowhere.
I know.
The thing may have gone awry at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't gonna be good.
All right, let's head back to The Crawling Hand and get to see some of the glory that's about to occur. Dr. Moreau, what does it mean, I am stacked?
Like pancakes.
Pancakes?
Like pancakes.
Oh, more like cantaloupe, my friend. Holy catfish. What does it mean, I am stacked? You rarely get to hear that in a movie, I'll tell you what.
Where does that come from?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, Logan's here, by the way. Hey, Logan. See, Logan finally just busts right in because they're thinking, oh, the hell, he didn't,
Actually,
why didn't he...
I thought of Logan earlier in the movie when the astronaut was saying, something makes my arm move, makes me do things. I think he's said that to his mother. On
The way you said that almost, it was very, very upsetting.
When she walked into his room in the
imagine this. Imagine that you're with the girl, you know, who's very, very hot. She's changing behind a rock.
Oh.
You finally lay in the sand and you're about to enjoy some kissing and stuff like that. Well, hold on. Kissing and stuff. And then with your luck, there's a severed arm there. See, that would be my luck. I know. Come on. What the heck? Put the severed arm down a couple of beaches, would you? I'm with the hot babe, about ready to... What was the word you used? I don't say that anymore. And yet, no, I get the severed arm. That's a tremendous treat. You know what I mean?
You know, in the European version of this movie, they stuck a little nude scene in there.
Well, I wish they would have stuck it in this one as well. Now, I also like the fact that the scientist believes that that Elmer the rat has thoughts. I think he has thoughts. You know what? Even if the rat has thoughts, I don't want to know the rat thoughts. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think I know what the rat thoughts would be. You know, where's the garbage? You know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, and for him to say the rat has the rat thoughts, it's rat thought. Think about that while you're enjoying. Go to the movie Rat. What kind of thoughts this rat has? Hold on, why am I looking at that end? What kind of thoughts I have? They're bad
his
thoughts.
His last thoughts.
Yeah, bad parts. Right, exactly. Yeah, he might have thought at one time, but right now I'm afraid he has no thoughts. He is, unfortunately, you know, I got to tell you something. It's a horrible story, but we have a dog that look at that. It's almost self-sustaining. The tail balancing, and that's normally reserved for kangaroos.
Sit up, boy.
Sit up. Well, look. That is a horrible thing. That is a horrible thing right there. I don't know. That should not be allowed. It looks swaying back and forth. You know, grooving to the music. I'm a rat that's having fun grooving to the music. That right there. It's red. Oh, toned.
There he goes.
All right, fine. That is. Well, let's do this again. Ready? Or what? There you go, everybody.
Logan,
now,
do you have a landlady? Do you rent?
Do I rent?
Because, you know,
yeah, do you rent?
dames like her always have beer.
That's right. Dames like her always have beer.
Ask any ambulance driver.
Like dames that have beer.
Yeah.
I'm all right with dames that have beer. You know, the other thing here, I want to know, how does the hand anchor itself? Because let's say that this is not anchored. So the hand grabs you. Don't you just go...
Yeah.
There you go, hand. Go. Lay on the floor. Right. What are you going to do to me? I mean, how are you going to crawl up my body if you're not anchored? Because if you're just free floating, you know, they haven't quite learned that part yet. You know what I'm saying?
There's more than just
well,
a hand.
I know, but it's not anchored to anything. You could have a full arm crawling around, but unless it's anchored, it has no inertial fadangua. It's called inertial fadangua. Would it be cool if we had another hand that we could just slap the plank with, though? That would just come up by itself and just do this without... Yeah, there you go. That is bad. Get there. Again, the hand causes them to wear makeup. Actually, that's how Ned... When I look at the makeup as they're going into their psycho hand-controlled thing, it has some definite... Like this area up here. Go ahead and get in on that, Josh. The tight on the eye thing. You know, it does have the general look... Oh! That is about to occur. I got some wrinkles.
And yet I cannot look away.
Stop! I know you look, but you cannot look away. It's like a bit.
Wow.
That is ugly. That is the way television should be, right there. All right, tell us about the movie now. You have some factoids, don't you, Mr.
Josh is getting good with the focus.
Oh, I know,
the focus,
Josh.
Isn't he?
He works the focus nice.
He does.
Did you know?
He does it nice.
Did you know? Well, we got Alan Hale in
All right,
here.
well, let him work the focus for
There
a minute.
he is.
Work it. There it is.
Skipper Alan Hale.
Oh, and he's working the focus.
His little buddy.
We're focal working. I know. He's.
Did you know?
Focus. What?
Before Gilligan's Island,
Yeah.
Alan Hale guest starred on the Andy Griffith Show.
How many
And
times?
he called Barney Fife little buddy.
No.
He did.
He did
In
not.
an Andy
Are you
Griffith
serious?
episode.
And that's where
true.
it began?
And after Gilligan's Island, in a 1967 episode of Batman, guest starring Vincent Price as Egghead,
I remember those.
Alan Hale played a character called Gilligan. Isn't that amazing?
It's not true, is it?
It is amazing. It's
not
true.
I
I swear.
make all this up. I know you do. All right, what was the thing Josh said about Burt Reynolds in this one? Is that true, too?
That is true also.
All right, and what happened? Burt Reynolds tried twice to be in this movie?
He auditioned twice.
Really?
And they rejected him.
To think. And then he made it all the way to Deliverance. Think of that.
Yeah. And instead, the kid in the movie barely heard from again.
Deliverance. Actually, Ned Beatty, a couple of Ned Beatty scenes would be kind of nice in this movie. Actually, it helped this one kind of move along. If the hand got up on the log with Ned Beatty, could have been interesting little.
Yes, sir, Mr. Luthor.
Right, exactly. All right, everybody, we're going to head back to the Crawling Hand. Enjoy yourself. All right, everybody, we're back. It's the Crawling Hand. This is Chili Theater. Once again, I'm Ned the Dead. This is the horrible Dr. Moreau. What's making you sad, Doc? What's the matter? Slap the plank for. Look. All right.
Get that bad hand back.
Hand back. It sounds like a deal at the grocery store. This week we're giving hand backs. You know, it's like a coupon or whatever. All right, go ahead. What was making you sad?
That was Sid Saylor's last scene ever.
That was it. That was it. If it was the last movie, yep, that was all. But you know, the scene in which Sid Saylor bought it at the malt shop, that's a very stylized scene. A nice, you know how the music started and then hand came.
Bird's the word.
And he was nuts and he came. I know.
Bird's the word.
You know what the song should have been though? Hand jive. Remember that song? Hand jive. Do that crazy hand jive. You know, Logan, look, turn it over. Logan knows the hand jive. Oh, that's.
I've been watching
Grease. He would know the hand. That is so sad right there. That is so icky. That is so icky, Logan.
I know
Show
my
that
history.
to them, too. Show them the card so they can see. 1 minute. That's the 1 minute card. So they know how long to stay in the bathroom till this ends.
That's right.
You know, it's so sad that you even knew that at all. You know what I mean?
So we add that to jumping for
Right.
white boys can't do.
Right. I tell you what, right, exactly. You know, he can't, even if I secretly knew how to hand jive, I sure as heck wouldn't do it on television. And I've done a lot of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I would not. There's no way. Go do it again. Do it again. Go ahead. Do that part. The horrible. That's the part. Hey, the hitchhiking and hey, need a ride? Anybody got a ride? Logan, that's so upsetting. How much time now? How much is there?
10 seconds.
10 seconds. All right, everybody.
What?
We're going to head back to the crawling hand and enjoy. Watch it crawl a little more.
Good
Watch
focus,
some more
Josh.
havoc.
Good focus.
Josh is doing nice with the focus. Go and come back. What's so funny, Doc?
Paul sneaks through the window and he steps on the cat.
No, I know.
Like,
I know. I love anytime there's cat in the movie. You know me.
And there's more cat.
I know. And I know. There's foreshadowing.
Dummy up out there.
In a little while, there's some cat stuff
More cat
that is
miss.
so spectacular. I'm telling you right
cat
now.
miss.
There's cat things where even I watch this go, because I just love it so much. There's a really good cat thing that happens a little later.
But in
There's
the
some
in the
foreshadowing.
meantime, just as scary.
Yeah?
I think that Martha's grandfather, the professor, he's totally hitting on Patsy.
No, I'm with you there. I'm with you there. And I'll tell you what, I think you got to
He's
admire
pretty
Paul's
old.
handiwork.
Oh,
Sorry if you know what I mean. No, once again, why do you have to wrestle the hand? He goes to put the hand up, and he's like, how much power can just a limb have? If it's not attached
you
to
have
something.
Suspend your disbelief.
I
is
can't,
what you
though.
have
I mean,
to do.
I've been able to. I can when there's these creatures and Godzilla.
Energized by an alien energy.
Whatever. I believe
intelligence.
inherently in Godzilla and Mothra and all that. I believe in those. I still believe in that.
They can
man.
step on you and
Or
get your
what? I
attention.
believe in that. That is belief. That's the kind of belief I have. I know, I'll tell you what. But I don't know. I do not believe the hand thing. I just cannot suspend myself and put it into the thing where I believe in the hand.
But what concerns me also, how many other astronaut parts are laying out there?
No, I know.
There could have been a sequel.
No, I know. Imagine with my luck, I would have been on the beach with a hot babe and found the lower area.
The
That would have been a
lower
lovely
regions.
treat. Reaching over
Yes.
to have a little smooch, and there lies the
South of the
horrible-
torso.
the phalangua. Right, the horrible phalangua is laying right there. That would be terribly bad, don't you think? All right, well, we're going to head back now. Prepare for cat action. Delicious
action.
and divine cat delights.
Save us!
We'll come back for the conclusion. Go right there it was, everybody. The cat's beginning to eat the hand.
Junkyard cats.
Oh, junkyard cats.
Save the world! Junkyard cats have saved the world!
When the first, I think I'm hearing it. I wasn't putting that all together until you see it pull and actually peel the meat off the hand. So there. That was
Take
so
that.
awesome. It was. fantastic.
Take that in.
It was fantastic. Hey, I want to make sure while we're here right now, first of all, what's our movie next week again? What's that bad boy called here?
Revolt of the Zombies.
That's right. And there it is. It's at 11 o'clock next
11:30.
Saturday. Oh,
11:30.
excuse me, I
Pardon me
can't
there.
see. 11:30. Also,
Take the glasses off.
I will. Sorry, the horrible reading glasses. Hey, I want to thank the
11:30.
boys in the booth. Who's out in there besides Nate? Who is...
Nate and
Are you
Dan.
on?
What's that?
Nate and Dan.
Nate and Dan in the booth today doing a fine job. Out here we have the horrible Josh, he of the ZZ Top beard, and of course the delicious hand-jiving Logan, Mr. Unusual. There it is. There it is again. It's all weird. Josh, yell something. That was not yelling, Josh. Don't say the same shampoo thing. But no, we said I know. What? All right, let's reiterate the funny one that he had. If they would have found other astronaut parts on the beach, they would have known what kind of shampoo he uses because they would have found his head and shoulders. That was Josh's joke from before. There. That's right. So join us next week, everybody, for Revolt of the horrible flangus of the zombies. Right? The horrible flangus.
At 11:30.
That's right, and it's 11:30. Also, we want to thank Van Vritti's because they have been super kind, to be our sponsor. And
Don't they though?
Yeah, and if you're sitting out there thinking, man, my business should be on this show, feel free to call if you want. That'd be just fine. We're all right with that, and we don't mind the begging, the horrible begging. All right, everybody, see you next week. We love you, need you, thank you, take care, goodbye.